Hey everybody, this is Daniel Costa coming from you from down Texas. And this is my video for the exploring of virtues, personal virtues assignment for our class. I'm gonna jump right into it. So basically, the assignment says, when you describe someone, you typically detail the virtues they exhibit, which are aligned to their character. So when I think about myself and kind of self-reflect about the virtues that I believe that I possess or have or function through, the four virtues that I have are compassion, judgment, perseverance, and citizenship. And I say that because as a paraprofessional in school, and also a football coach and a basketball coach here at Memorial High School, I I do have a lot of compassion for my students, for my athletes, and I do strive to push myself to do better and help them out in any way possibly can in any way, shape, or form. Whether it's me going the extra mile, helping them with the assignment, going the extra mile, making sure they're okay. Everybody's not like they're calm, we're all ready to go throughout the day. They're okay, like they're feeling all right, they're happy. Go the extra mile, and try to go above and beyond for them, make sure they're safe, they're healthy, they're doing well. And then I say judgment because you know um, when I think of the word judgment, I feel kind of bad because it makes me think like, it sounds kind of bad. But on judgment, it's just I think I believe I have a very good uh I have a good reading on people and situations and stuff like that. So I am very capable of being able to get myself out of a situation or stop a situation from happening or escalating even more worse from what is at or at the current point. For example, see two students, they're about to be a confrontation between them, and especially in high school, kids are a little wild. Anyways, so yeah, I could. There's been moments where I saw from afar, and I was able to reflect and judge who was in who was in the attack and who was in the defense. So I was able to, pull the two apart, separate them, and calm them down and de-escalate the situation from happening. And I say perseverance would be I believe it's let me see, perseverance would be my performance virtue because not to brag or anything or to have a pity party or anything. I've actually been through a lot in the past couple of years, past couple of months. But, you know, uh, relationship going bad, having trouble at work, losing a boss, or getting a new boss, or possibly replaced by a new one, and coworkers leaving, coming back and forth. Feeling like you're stuck in a hole. Just being tried by a bunch of obstacles that I've faced in my life, and come short in some of them, and you excel in most of them. You can't win them all, like they say. But yeah, I have a very strong case of perseverance because I give myself a pat on the back because I'm still here. I'm still standing. I'm still going strong. Haven't left anything stop me from achieving my dreams, which is become a certified teacher, a certified history teacher, um, at the high school level or middle school level. Um, so that's why I firmly believe that I have a perseverance from a performance virtue. And for my civic virtues, I would say I have a strong case of citizenship because I'm a team player. I like helping people out. I like giving an helping hand, and I tend to care for others and make sure nobody goes without needing or needing or if you're missing anything, and I can see a person struggling. I make sure they're okay before I continue with my day. Make sure that they'll get out of a bad situation. And so I really care for those around me, and I'm very compassionate for them. Excuse me. Hmm. Now, I think that these four virtues will help me become um, my will help me in creating a inclusive classroom because I can be for my four virtues I'm able to set a boundary, not yeah, like a boundary. So set a morale to where the students know Hey, I'm here to teach you guys. I'm gonna treat you with the same respect that I expect for you to give me back. I'm very compassionate. I always show my students that I am there to help them, not there to hurt them. I'm there to lead them and guide them and to be successful at the best of my ability. And I think those factors in itself, it will create a welcoming and home felt environment, a safe environment for my students. It will help lead them to success. And that's why I think that these four virtues will be very helpful for me in my future, my educational career. Uh, the ones that I feel like that are the most important as an educator would probably have to be um, my compassion and my citizenship and perseverance because actually well yeah which mainly compassion and perseverance and citizenship because with compassion I'm gonna give it my all. I'm gonna try to teach these kids and lead them the best way, best way possible, and to success. And teach them the curriculum properly to the best of my ability. I say perseverance because I know I'm gonna. Every educator has them. I have them right now in my credit recovery lab. That I assist them. Um, we have those students that are not gonna want to work. They're not gonna want to come in on time. Want to cause a scene in the classroom and stuff. You're gonna have your trouble kids, and perseverance. We're gonna be able. Perseverance is gonna help me able to kind of uh, maintain and maintain classroom management on in the classroom and citizenship. It's gonna help me not just focus because sometimes in the classroom us coaches we can tend to favor our athletes or the ones that we know because we see them every day after school and throughout the day. Citizenship is going to help me be aware of the other students that I'm not familiar with or might not have a strong relationship with. It's going to help me be aware of them and be able to come and help them whenever they may be in need of help. Hmm. And so I think those three would be a very successful key to my educational route and maintaining a balanced and well striving classroom environment for my students. Um, mm, and it does also help me reflect and recognize the Imago Dei virtue standard that we have for our students. That everybody's in the image of God. We're all relatable. We're all different but similar in many cases. And through that we can be able to be and reflect and work around and adjust to those different students that we have. And that's be very helpful. Character formation. It's how the GCU character flyer said. It's just the standard of it's a standard of of what we should be as a person, as a citizen, as an individual. Um, Steadfast learner, hardworking, determined. It's just it helps us build and lead and guide these students to the best of our ability and help them mold them and help mold them and nature them, nurture them into to the best the best person that can possibly be. Uh, my strategies that I would use for to foster character formation in the classroom, I have four of them. Uh, I say moral establishment with my students. Just setting the tone in my classroom, what is expected from them, what is not available, what is expected from them, what is appropriate, what's not appropriate. Setting the boundaries with my students because that would definitely build a line of trust, line of respect between us, and then that can help create and build up our relationship with our students in a positive way, of course, in a positive manner. I would also implement, and with that being said, I would also implement a classroom code of conduct. Kind of have like with those boundaries being set, then we can go and come in and set certain rules that will be allowed in the classroom, how things are done in my classroom, where you turn if there's an area for papers to be turned in where you can get extra paper, extra scratch paper, or the books can be if you need a book, just laying the foundations of my classroom through that code of conduct can be very helpful. And that helps build character because it creates this sense of stability and uh, respect in the sense that they know how to operate, they know how to succeed and how to just fully to function correctly, function effectively with one another without getting in anybody's way or um, slowing down the classroom or disrupting the classroom and getting out of hand. Another one would be journaling and reflecting because I thought of this one. I was kind of on the fence about this one because journaling and reflecting, I would have them journal about the topic or an assignment that we have done, and then come back to it at the end of the week. Or, or for another example, be we journal about a topic that we're discussing that week, like on a Monday, and then we'll go back to that journal prompt on Friday and do some self-reflecting and reflect on how where we've come, what we've learned, what we didn't know, what we did know, what we learned, how to basically reevaluate our understanding of what the topic was or the topic that we were discussing that week. That also, um, excuse me, that also puts like a sense of growth and positive motivation. Like, okay, I'm slowly learning, and it gets some, gets them a practice of a way to just keep building and getting better and understanding how to learn. And also, and I would also do uh, adaptations and reflecting of lessons. So I want to be a history teacher, so I would give them. So say if I was doing an American history class about World War II, you know, and I would try to put them in, give my students an assignment to put them in, so for instance, a person from yeah, or even not American history, world history, and we're discussing World War II. I would put my students in the shoes of those that were in the Holocaust, and the ones that had to go through the Holocaust, the horrific events that took place in the Holocaust, and I would try to say, what would you do? How would you could have adapted to it? How do you think you would have felt in those type of situations? And just help them build character and morale and just understanding of right and wrong, and just making them better students and better citizens and better people as a whole. You know, those are my strategies that I think would be very helpful. Um, Specific research and readings, tools, and resources that I might help me develop for character development. Um, I think I can, it's just things through the GCU library that we have here. There's a bunch of stuff, we didn't even scratch the surface of this of what was available on the GCU databases that can help us. Actual workshops that are offered to you online for free. I could even use Region One. The, the Region One is a training and pamphlets and guidelines of how to classroom management that we use for here at McAllen ISD. The Region One is where we get a lot of our curriculum and um, classroom management and trainings and hands-on trainings and pamphlets and videos and stuff. Because like they say, we can't stop learning. We learn something new every day. It's good for us to educate ourselves more and keep learning every day. So yeah, those are some of the resources that I would use definitely. Just anything that I'll actually keep an open mind, to whatever anybody gives me. Any type of training or form of education to help me become the best educator to my best of my ability. I would take anything. Now, I think that's it for me today. So to see you guys in class.